Greetings, cyberdogs and citizens of the internet. This is ReNDoG coming at you from yet another episode of Let's Play Hearthstone. In the previous episode, we were kicking some ass with our priest deck, and in this episode, my friends, we are heading into the arena for another freaking draft, and this time around, hopefully, we will be able to win more than just one game. So sit back and relax, my cyberdiggity dogs, with your tasty ass beverage and crunchy ass snacks. Let's sling some freaking cards. Oh man, I got a nice cup of coffee up in here. And I am in a Hearthstone mood today, man. I just cannot wait to get into the arena. I actually played an arena draft yesterday with my 170 gold that I had, and I got my butthole handed to me. Damn! And I didn't want to put you guys through that. So I've managed to grind up another 150 gold, and we're going to head off into the arena for our third draft together. This will be my fourth or fifth draft, I think. I've done a couple of drafts without you guys just to try and get a little bit better at it. But here we go, guys. I am so freaking excited. Let's see what 3 random heroes we get to choose from. And hopefully... Okay, hello there. Alright, so we've got Jaina Proudmoore the Mage to choose from. We've got Gul'dan the Warlock and Rexxar the Hunter. We've played a Gul'dan draft already, and we played a Rexxar draft already, both of which did not go very well. It must be said. It must be said. So perhaps what we should do is go with a Jaina draft today. I do like Jaina Proudmoore's hero ability, which is deal 1 damage, because the reason I like it a lot is because it helps to pop Divine Shield. It's like a really cheap and efficient way to get rid of Divine Shield. So I do like Jaina as a class. But you know what? I want to win some freaking games, and I don't have very much experience with drafting with the mage, and at least I have a little bit of experience with drafting as a hunter. So we are going to be taking Rexxar today, and hopefully picking up some sweet-ass freaking cards. And talking about sweet-ass freaking cards right off the bat, Savannah Highmane. You cyberdogs have been telling me about this card in the comment sections of my previous Hearthstone videos, and man, I can see what you mean. 6 mana, that is a 6/5 for number 1. It is a beast, number 2, plus it summons 2 hyenas when it dies. That is absolutely Pimp McDaddy. Damn! Light Warden. Now, speaking about Pimp McDaddy, look at that. A 1/2 for 1 that gets +2 attack when a character is healed. This is perfect for our priest deck. I think I definitely got to try and get me some of these for the priest deck, right? That seems really good. Like this next to that Northshire Cleric card, that is some seriously good 1-drop action over there. And then we've got a mind control tech over here. Not interested in that. We're going to take our delicious beast. What an amazing beast to pick up first, man. Epic stuff. And second up off the bat, we have got an Eaglehorn bow. And we know that Rexxar can get some decent secrets also. There's also an angry chicken over here, which is a beast. Kind of tricky to get it to give it more life though, because you got to try make it. You got to try give it more life in order to make use of its enrage. And currently we don't have anything that could combo with the angry chicken, even though it's freaking sweet. I think I'm just going to take the Eaglehorn bow. Very good card. It's an equipment. It turns Rexxar into a powerful freaking beater. And we could potentially increase his durability, so cannot say no to that. Alright, Mana Addict up in the jazz. Whenever you cast a spell, gain 2 attack this turn. Demolisher, at the start of your turn, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Or Questing Adventurer, whenever you play a card, gain a +1/+1. I think the choice here is between the Demolisher and the Questing Adventurer. I think I like the Demolisher because it is essentially a removal spell on wheels. It has the potential to randomly destroy your enemy's minions at the start of your turns. I'm gonna take a Demolisher. Alright, Kill Command does seem like something that we do want to pick up quite early on. Very good card, 3 damage, and with the beast in play it does 5 damage. I mean, the other choices are a 1/1 Divine Shield and a Stormwind Knight, which is a 2/5 with charge. Not a bad card, not an absolutely terrible card, but I think Kill Command is probably just better than both of those. Right, next up we got Hunter's Mark, Acidic Swamp Ooze, Lord of the Arena. We could pick up a nice fat taunt minion. Hunter's Mark is... Look, I don't know how I feel about spells in arena drafts. I feel that if you're going to put a spell in your deck, it has to be extremely good. It's got to be something like Kill Command or Eaglehorn Bow. Because the way that you win the game is by getting your opponent's life down to 0, and the thing that does that the quickest are minions. So I think I'm probably going to pick up an Acidic Swamp Ooze over here. It deals with opposing equipments, and it is a 3-2. It's a pretty decent card. Alright, so now we've got our first, I guess, real choice. We've got a Deadly Shot. We know that this card can be quite strong. We've got an Amani Berserker. It's a 2-3 with Enrage with +3 attack. Very, very good card. And we've got a Jungle Panther over here. It's a 4-2 with Stealth, which means that it cannot be attacked until it deals damage. Now, the real question for me is between the Amani Berserker and the Jungle Panther. And I'm kind of leaning toward the Jungle Panther because it is a beast. And if we can pick up some Starving Buzzards, it's going to become really good. I mean, essentially, the first turn that it's in play, it cannot be attacked or killed, right? So it's almost like it's got like a really powerful Divine Shield that cannot be popped. I think I'm going to take the Panther. Oh, hello, Unleash the Hounds. Now, we were owned by Unleash the Hounds in the last draft. I remember we played a game where our opponent had a Starving Buzzard. He unleashed the Hounds and drew 3 cards. It was freaking sick, man. So I think I'm going to pick up Unleash the Hounds now. When I first saw this card, I definitely undervalued it. I didn't think it was that good. But you know what? This card is actually quite busted. And definitely not interested in a Goldshy Footman or a Wolf Rider. So we'll definitely take a Unleash the Hounds. Now, I'm just looking for a sweet-ass Starving Buzzard or 5. Alright, next up, guys. We've got a Deadly Shot. Another little Stealther over here. But it's not a beast. So probably going to pass on that one. Dalaran Mage, spell damage +1. Meh, not interested. Let's pick up our first Deadly Shot. You know, Deadly Shot is good. It helps to deal with extremely powerful minions on the other side of the table. Helps us to break through them. And man, now, whew, man, we are faced with a whole bunch of freaking jank up in here. Damn. Well, there is a chance that we pick up that card that swaps life and power. I think that's a minion that does that. So maybe we should just take the 1/7. It does have Taunt. Yeah, I think we'll take... let's take the 1/7 over the Novice Engineer, I think. Alright, next up, a few more rare cards. Flare, all minions lose stealth, destroy all enemy secrets, draw a card. I mean, it's good against stealth decks. Alarmo Bot lets you swap a card in your hand for the Alarmo Bot every turn. Misdirection, whenever a character attacks your hero, instead he attacks another random character. Huh. Now, I'm not sure if Misdirection is a good enough spell to actually put in our deck or not. The thing is, it does have the potential of attacking... it's a random character, right? So it could attack his own character. So I think Misdirection is probably good enough to take. I mean, Alarmo Bot is decent. It helps you get those really powerful minions that you would play on like turn 7 or 8 into play on like turn 4. You know, the Alarmo Bot is some good. I think I'm going to take the Alarmo Bot. I think it has a bigger upside. Alright, this is going to be a pretty easy choice over here. We've got the Wind Fury Harpy that has Wind Fury. We've got Deadly Shot, and we've got Animal Companion, but we know that Animal Companion is a very good card because we played with it in our Hunter deck. So I'm going to pick that up quick, fast, and in a hurry. And hello, Snipe. Whenever your opponent plays a minion, deal 4 damage to it. Now, that's a spell that I will consider adding to my deck. It is a pretty decent spell. Essentially, it is basically, in many circumstances, a time walk. If you guys play Magic, because what happens is your opponent plays a minion and Snipe kills him, and he spent all his mana on that minion, and then he has to pass the turn. So it is a pretty decent removal spell. There is a Youthful Brewmaster over here, though, which does make me kind of... I like the Youthful Brewmaster. It lets you reset, like, powerful minions that do stuff when they come into play. But currently, the only minion that we have that does something is Alarmo Bot. And to be quite honest with you, we don't really want to be putting a Youthful Brewmaster into play when with the Alarmo Bot, because then the Brewmaster is going to bounce another minion of ours. So we're going to lose the Alarmo Bot, and then we're going to lose another minion. So with all of that being said, I think I'm going to pick up a Snipe. Oh, hello, purple cards of goodness. And we got a Blood Knight over here. We know this is a powerful spell, but only against Divine Shield. We have a Snake Trap over here. When one of your minions is attacked, summon 3/1/1 snakes. And we've got a Gladiator's Longbow. Your hero is immune while attacking. Wow, that's pretty decent over there. But that is a 7 mana equipment. It is a 5 power equipment, though, with only 2 durability, however. Well, I think I'm probably leaning toward the snake trap, because with another secret in play, we're going to make our Eagle Horn bow better. Remember, whenever a secret is revealed, it gains a durability. Plus, this thing makes 1/1 snakes, which are beasts. And if we pick up a Starving Buzzard or 2, we will have Snake Trap and Unleash the Hounds in our deck. And if we can get some Starving Buzzards, that's going to be an absolutely amazing freaking combo. So I'm going to pick up Snake Trap. It's a 2 mana that makes 3/1/1s. That's pretty, I mean, you know, it's very good. Alright, next up, guys, we got a little bit of jank to choose from. Ancient Brewmaster. Again, I don't think this Ancient Brewmaster is going to fit very well in our deck. Don't really want to be bouncing any of my minions at this point in time. I think, considering we have an Unleash the Hounds and a Snake Trap, we should take a Stormwind Champion. Essentially, he's going to turn all of those janky 1/1s into 2/2s. So, and he's a pretty decent minion. To be honest with you, I'd much rather have something else at 7 mana, but... There is another Unleash the Hounds, which is excellent. Novice Engineer, not interested in. However, if we have a look at Dark Iron Dwarf over here, he's a 4 mana 4/4, which is good stats. He gives a minion +2 attack this turn. That's, I mean, it's a pretty decent card. He pumps up one of your minions for a nice, decent attack. But you know what, guys? I think we just have to go with another Unleash the Hounds. I don't want to make the same mistake again, devaluing this card. I think what I didn't realize last time is that the 1/1 Hounds have charge. And, you know, that's actually really, really powerful. So I think I'm going to pick another Unleash the Hounds. Pretty happy to see that. And there is another card that's going to combo really well with our little small minion strategy that we've got over here. A Raid Leader is going to give all of our snakes and hounds +1 attack. There's also a Frost Elemental over here, which freezes something when it comes into play. Pretty decent card, I think. And I guess the Frost Elemental is something quite tasty for a Llama bot to be putting into play. I guess at this point we have to decide what kind of deck do we want to be. Do we want to be like an aggressive deck? If so, then Raid Leader is probably better than Frost Elemental. But if we want to be more of a control deck, building up to like a really strong late game, then I guess Frost Elemental is going to be better. But I don't know, man. I just feel that Raid Leader is probably going to be a little bit better in this case. Man, this is a tricky one, man. This is a freaking tricky one. Huh. Considering Raid Leader is a common card, I'm sure we might be able to pick up another one somewhere in this draft. So I think I'm going to take the Frost Elemental. I think it has quite a nice little combo with the Llama bot, which I'm you know, interested in trying out. So let's try that out. All right, Explosive Trap. We've got another secret here. Excellent. That's going to combo nicely with our Eagle Horn Bow. 2 damage to all enemies when our hero is attacked. So a nice little splash removal spell over there. Happy to pick that one up. Right, next up, Hunter's Mark. It really just wants us to pick that card. There's a Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Whenever a minion dies, gain +1 attack. I think that's going to be the pick. 3 mana 2/3, and whenever something dies, he gets +1 attack. And we've got a whole bunch of 1/1s in our deck that are definitely going to die. I think that's probably going to combo quite nicely with Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Hello, Starving Buzzard! Man, I was getting worried there. We definitely need to pick up this Starving Buzzard. Wow, we've got some excellent cards for Starving Buzzard in our deck today. Snake Trap, freaking Unleash the Hound, Savannah Highmane. Whew! Starving Buzzard is going to be doing some work. Earthen Ring Farseer, I do like. It's a 3/3 for 3 that restores 3 health. And the Leopard Gnome isn't too shabby, but cannot pass up on a Starving Buzzard at this stage. Alright, onto some more blue rarity cards. Another Misdirection, another Flare, and a Mind Control tech. If your opponent has 4 or more minions, take control of 1 at random. I mean, he's obviously good. But the question is he better than another Misdirection? especially considering we have an eagle horn bow. Huh. Yeah, that's a tricky one, man. I think that mind control tech is probably going to be better in many circumstances. Especially when the board gets absolutely rammed up with minions. I'm going to take the mind control tech. I want to try it out. I mean, today I will be able to see whether this card is any good or not. But I'm going to definitely try it out, I think. I like our very low curve over here, too. It's pretty sweet. All right, another kill command, which I'm very tempted to take, and another flesh-eating ghoul. The thing is, we don't have a lot of minions at the moment. We've got quite a lot of spells and not a lot of minions. Or not enough minions for my liking, to be honest with you. Well, oh, hang on. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we got 6 spells, man. 6 freaking spells. And Unleash the Hounds is also, I guess you could count it as a spell. So, but I think Kill Command is just, oh man, it's just so, it's so good. It's basically 5 damage in this deck. We're always going to have beasts. I think we just got to take the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, though. Yeah, I'm going to pick up the Flesh-Eating Ghoul. Alright, Tundra Rhino, good to see your butthole. Another beast for our Starving Buzzard. Plus it gives all of our beasts charge, so that's a good thing. I mean, Berserker is fine, Ogre Magi is fine, but I think in this case, Tundra Rhino fits really nicely into our deck. And let's have a look. We've got a Nightblade, a 4/4 for 5 that deals 3 to an enemy hero. We've got a Freezing Trap, man. We have seen a ton of traps today. And an Abusive Sergeant. Give a minion +2 attack this turn, Battle Cry. We're not a very aggressive deck, so I don't think the Abusive Sergeant is going to do us good. Nightblade is probably what we want to be doing, especially with the Lamo bot. And Freezing Trap... I mean, it's good with Eagle Horn Bow. It's just so unexciting. When an enemy minion attacks, return it to its owner's hand, and it costs 2 more. I mean, it's good. It is good. I mean, maybe we just need to maximize on the secrets because of our Eagle Horn Bow. I mean, it's kind of like a non-bow with our mind control tech, right? Because we're removing minions from the battlefield, making it harder for mind control tech to be good. But I guess I'm just gonna take the Freezing Trap. Alright, more blue cards to look at. Twilight Drake with Battle Cry, gain +1 health for each card in your hand. Wow, that seems pretty decent. There's another flare. This is the 3rd flare we've seen today. And a Gadget Zan Auctioneer. Whenever you cast a spell, draw a card. I think Gadget Zan Auctioneer is probably where we want to be at. I mean, Twilight Drake does look pretty awesome. I mean, with just 3 cards in hand, it's a 4/4 for 4. And with any more than 3 cards in hand, it's a really, really good card. On the other hand, with less than 3 cards in hand, it's pretty rubbish. I think I'm going to pick up the Auctioneer. We don't have... Well, we've got a Starving Buzzard already. Interesting. I think I'm going to pick up the Twilight Drake because we have the potential to draw a ridiculous amount of cards from the Starving Buzzard. The Twilight Drake could actually be quite busted. Alright, next up, guys, we have got 6 picks left. Chillwind Yeti at 4 mana, 7/6/5 mana, Venture Co-Mercenary. Your minions cost 3 or more, and an Animal Companion. We know that the Animal Companion is good, although, man, I really do want a Yeti. Our 4 mana slot is currently very, very... Our 3 mana slot, should I say, is completely packed at the moment. And the Chillwind Yeti would fit quite nicely in there. However, Animal Companion makes a beast. Starving Buzzard loves Animal Companion, so let's pick up that jazz. And a Dragoning Mechanic or an Animal Companion or an Ancient Brewmaster. Ancient Brewmaster got slightly better with Frost Elemental and Mind Control Tech, in fact. But it's not great with Flesh-Eating Ghoul, because you lose all of the +1 attack bonus and all of that stuff. So yeah, no, not interested in Ancient Brewmaster. This actually makes me want to have taken, oh goodness gracious, freaking the Yeti in the last turn. But, you know, we'll pick up another Animal Companion, and we won't complain about it. And there is a second Eagle Horn Bow. Wow. Alright, well, it looks like picking up all of those secrets has actually paid off. However, there is also a Defender of the Argos. And we know how good this card is, man. It gives adjacent minions +1/+1 and taunt for 4 mana, and it is a 2/3. Oh my goodness gracious, that is a tough choice. But I think because of the high number of traps or high number of secrets that we have in our deck, I think Eagle Horn Bow is going to be the most synergistic with what we've picked to date. So let's pick that bad boy up. Alright, next up, Knife Juggler. After you summon a minion, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. Or Cold Seer, give all other Murlocs +2 health, not interested. Or Sunwalker, taunt with Divine Shield. We know that this card is some juicy ass jazz, man. It's a pretty decent taunt minion. Plus it has Divine Shield. Plus it combos quite nicely with the Lamo bot. However... Knife Juggler. Now, does Knife Juggler combo with Snake Trap and Unleash the Hounds? Does it deal 1 damage for each hound? Summon a 1/1 hound. Deal after you summon a minion. Oh no. Oh no. When one of your minions is attacked, summon 3 1/1 snakes. I'm assuming by the wording that every time a snake comes into play or every time a hound comes into play, Knife Juggler is going to be dealing a damage. I mean, I don't know for sure because I've not tried this combo before, but you know what? That sounds like a sick-ass combo to me. So I'm going to pick up the Knife Juggler just to test it out. I mean, there's no ways that I can know whether that works or not until I actually try it. Alright, next up, Wolf Rider, 3/1 charge, Spiteful Smith. Enrage, your weapon has +2 attack. Guess what? We've got 2 weapons. And we've got another deadly shot over here. I think I'm taking that Spiteful Smith. It's a great target for a Lamo bot. Especially if we've gone like Eagle Horn into Alarmo Bot into Spiteful Smith. Plus it's a 4/6 for 5. Pretty decent stats on that bad boy. So I'm going to pick up that card. And we've got 2 picks left, guys. And man, did we get some terrible second to last rare picks over here. Mana Addict, whenever you cast a spell, gain +2 attack this turn. Murloc Tidewalker, meh. Ancient Mage, Battlecry, give adjacent minion spell damage +1. Now, spell damage is only basically going to be working with our kill command. And with Snipe. Huh. I don't even know if that is worth the effort. It's a 4 mana 2/5. It's not absolutely terrible. Mana Addict is probably the pick. Whenever you cast a spell, gain +2 attack this turn. Oh, I'm so unhappy about this second to last pick, man. It's just... oh, God, it's just horrible. Absolutely horrible. I mean, looking at the curve, we kind of need a 2-drop and a 4-drop up in here. So I'm thinking we just take the Mana Addict. That was actually our last pick. Damn! That was a terrible last pick. Alright, well, unfortunately we only got 1 Starving Buzzard, but we did manage to pick up a lot of really powerful secrets and 2 Eagle Horn Bows, which combo extremely well with those secrets. So you know what, guys? I think this deck might actually be pretty sweet. Let's get right to it, man. Let's go straight into game 1, see if we can kick some freaking butthole.